Alright folks, so today we're going to go over inexpensive Bluetooth devices for sound, and let's say you can only afford one. You go with something like the Mpow H7s or the OontZ Angle 3. I'm going to go over the advantages and disadvantages of both and the situations that you may encounter where you would want this one more or where you would want these a lot more. Let's get to that right now. Let's do the intro before it gets dark out. Alright folks, let's get right to it. So which Bluetooth device is best for you? Overall, let's say you could only afford one, or which one do you take when you go to certain events? That's the other option here. We're going to go over pros and cons of each. So let's go over what's the same on both, or similar. The OontZ here has an excellent battery, gets about 12 hours of life, built like a tank, small and portable enough to throw in your bag. Uses the exact same charging cable that the Mpow headphones do that I have here. These are the Mpow H7s, but any set of headphones, same thing. These don't fold, so they're going to take a lot more room, and they need a lot more protection in a bag. You've got breaking points on here that are a little easier to cause damage to. Now, they also take a very short period of time. You can plug them into your laptop, charge them. You can plug them into a 1 amp battery charger. The OontZ, they claim you can plug in up to 2.4 amps. I still wouldn't do that. I'd stick to the 1 amp. You don't want to fry the batteries on these things. They both charge in relatively short fashion, considering the amount of battery life you get. You're going to get 15 to 18 hours out of the Mpows. You're going to get 12 to 15 hours out of the OontZ, but once again, as we've discussed in my final conclusions and even the first follow-up, it does turn off automatically as long as it's not getting a signal, and you have to reach around behind and have it reconnect, and it happens almost instantly. Which one gets louder? The headphones. Let's face it, you put those on, those drivers are right next to your ears. They're just going to be loud. They're really loud. They have better stereo separation, obviously. They're going to sound better. So if you're just looking for louder, you're going to go with the headphones. Now if you're looking for something you can take to multiple environments, like you might be going out to a picnic and it might rain. Okay, you choose the OontZ. It's good for, it's water resistant. It can handle a light rainstorm. Don't throw it in the pool, and it'll be fine. The Mpows, yeah, I don't advise bringing these out in the rain if you can avoid it. There no claimed water resistance or splash resistance on those. Now, let's look at the situations where you would want to carry the OontZ, the Bluetooth speaker. You're going to a business meeting. You're going to be in a hotel room. You're going to want a speaker at night so you can use that laptop that all the reviewers have told you has crappy speakers, and they concentrated on that instead of saying, well, but it pairs up with a Bluetooth speaker in a half second, and problem solved. And then you can crank it because you don't care if you bother your neighbors. You're going to be gone tomorrow. You're there for a one-day conference. On the other hand, if you're at work, headphones, because your neighbors do not want to hear you listening to whatever it is you're listening to, music that they might not like, or maybe you're listening to an audio book on delivering baby zebras in Botswana. They may not want to hear those dirty details. So they each have their situations. Now, let's say you can afford only one. Just one. Which one would I pick? Me personally, I can only afford one, let's say. I currently have two, so it's not a situation for me. I can swap up as I go. Definitely the Mpow headphones. Yeah, they're no good in the rain. Just, why do you have to have your cell phone on playing music when you're standing out in the rain anyway? Unless you're an idiot and can't get away from it. Number two, the Mpow's answer phone calls way better, and the mic is considerably better than the one on the OontZ. Not saying the OontZ doesn't work, but it's not going to sound as good to the caller. So overall, I would have to pick the Mpow's or any Bluetooth headset. Now, obviously, we're limiting this to just the two I have, but it's going to apply to a wide variety of different things, you know, in-ear, whatever. You can just use the headphones in so many different situations. The only downside is transporting them. That's it. That's all the differences are. If packing space is more important, take the OontZ with you. For cost, they're both within like $5 of each other. So that's all I have. I just wanted to do a quick comparison and once again point out a little logic here. When a reviewer tells you the speakers on the phone aren't that great, just kind of roll your nose up at that or roll your eyes back, because let's face it, if you're listening to any kind of high quality music, I mean good music, why the hell are you doing it on some dinky ass speakers on the dinky ass screen? If you insist on using the dinky ass smartphone, fine, but at least get a set of headphones to where the audio comes out and you can hear what the movie actors are saying, and you won't get all these constant interruptions with the sound every time you get a notification, although you could turn those off. So that's all I have for today. If you found this helpful in any way, leave feedback. And as usual, there's some links to the two products I mentioned in the link below, although there are hundreds of others out there. Also, it's coming up right here, right, hold it, wait for it, there it is. It'll say subscribe. There's a little bell. Make sure you click the bell after you subscribe, and then give us that big thumbs up. And that does us a world of good and helps out the channel, and then we get to buy more stuff eventually to test and talk about. That's it for tonight. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.